let me explain why overconsumption of salt is bad. But before I explain to you why overconsumption of salt is bad, let me explain to you the relationship between the kidneys and salt itself. Now then, kidneys is used as an organic filtration system used to balance out the sodium in our bodies. Now then, when we consume salt, or any food that contains salt in it, the sodium will be stored in our kidneys, so that later, if we are low on sodium, the kidneys will just release the sodium inside of the kidney. But more likely story, we are consuming lots of salt, so what our kidneys is doing is filtering the sodium out of our body, and we pretty much urinate the salt out of it. But if the kidney fails to completely balance out the number of sodium in our body, the sodium will just remain in the blood vessels. And if the sodium remains in the blood vessel, it's essentially just an extra mineral within the blood vessel itself. This will increase the density of the bloodstream itself. With the increased density in the bloodstream, this will increase the pressure in the blood vessels. This is known as increased blood pressure. So consuming lots of salt will raise blood pressure. Now we know the risk of blood pressure itself. It can cause strokes and heart attacks. Now then, or as Sue Dunleavy, and Not So Healthy After All, in the Sunday Herald Sun, written in November 11, 2012, puts it, 9,700 heart attacks and 8,200 strokes could have been prevented if we just consumed 15 to 25% less salt. And high blood pressure or over salt consumption has been known to cause hypertension, or as a report from the Business Day written by Tamar Khan in July 16, 2012, the Department of Health in South Africa blames salt for the rise of hypertension, and some government officials have been calling for stronger actions. Now then, since the American Health Association and key celebrities like Oprah Winfrey telling you not to consume more salt, and me telling you to consume less salt, I believe I have educated you on the dangers of salt overconsumption. However, since there's no known substitute for flavor enhancement, you'll probably continue using salt, or as business as usual. So I will explain to you and show you some herbs that could also be used as a very valuable substitute for your salt. Now then, a report from Sharon Brooks, Spice of Life, written in August 20th of 2012, points out that neem leaves, ginger, and garlic has been known to reduce blood pressure and the hardening of arteries, the complete opposite of what salt does. Let's see now. In other herbs called caraway seeds, carrots, flat-leaf parsley, nutmeg, quinoa, and it contains biochemicals that has been used to help the immune system. Or as Dr. Christina Namato of Uganda for the Burns and Plastic Surgery Institute points out that ginger helps with migraine, heartburns, colds, and flus. And at Maryland's Medical University, ginger has been known to help with nausea. Helps with nausea during pregnancy and motion sickness. Now then, when you have chicken, steak, or turkey, try using tarragon or oregano, thyme to season your food. I tried this before. It's really tasty and a very lovely combination. Or when you have soup, try, instead of using salt and pepper, use pepper and oregano. Oregano tastes really good with salt. Tastes really good with soup, and has vitamin K in it. Now then, when you use soup, when you eat eggs, try using oregano as well. Now then, salt is salt no matter where you live. In Europe, France, China, salt tastes like salt. However, herbs have a large variety, and I want you to experiment with new types of herbs around this world. since salt is not as healthy as herbs, I want you guys to try using herbs. Try using herbs. Thank you.